Namaste. Welcome to the practice basic yoga. We are posting on YouTube, and if you'll like and subscribe, share this basic with as many folks as you can. So good for you and them. And also, if you're in the Columbus area, I have been running a promotion for the holidays. Anyone that buys a private session receives a extra or a buy one get one private for themselves, where you can gift it to someone else. So there will be information just below that you can contact in the description. So bring your hands together to the heart center. I have a jacket on. We've got cold weather outside today, so I'm still keeping the warmth in my body. Our practice is geared towards the tree energy today. Once we hit into the winter and all of the leaves come down off the trees, you really see the trees, the essence of the tree. So the oil today is cedar wood, and I'll talk a little bit about that. As the hands come together in front of the heart, slow down, calm down. All of these words are good words. They're not words that you remember as a kid to settle down, calm down, but we're taking the goodness of these words in. Come to your center. Today I'll talk a lot about the spine and the stability that needs to be there, that can be there. And then hands come onto your thighs. When I was first introduced to cedar wood, the essential oil, my teacher talked about the spine and the internal scaffolding. And if you've seen a picture of the spine, of course you have. If you haven't, look it up. But how the spine, the vertebrae, are stacked and connected to one another, from the sacrum, the coccyx, and then all the way up through the neck and into the top of the head. And everything branches, blooms off of that. Even the root system comes down out of the tree trunk itself, and then the branches, your arms, the head come up and out of the spine. So the internal scaffolding is our theme of the day. So as you sit tall in your spine, feel, I like to talk about the bones, the collarbone, the shoulder blades on the back, the front forehead and the back of the skull, the pelvis bowl, and maybe even feeling the energy from the pelvis out to the knee and down to the feet. From here, the breath kicks in. We'll breathe in. Breathe out. We'll breathe in. Breathe out. Soften. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Good. From here, we allow the right ear to tip over to the right shoulder. My practice is at about 10:30 this morning. You'll catch this practice when you can. If you want to add the hand coming into creating extra energy out to the right, do that. And then hand back down, head back up, and left ear to the left shoulder. Receiving the opening. And then I added that extra support, deeper stretch with left hand coming up. And then hand back down, head back up. Good. Already starting to warm up. I love how the body does that. Take your hands out to the side, extending your arms out. It activates the nervous system from the heart all the way out to the fingertips. Turn your palms up, draw your thumbs back, 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 back. Feel, feel, feel. And then let's release the right hand down. Left arm comes up and over, and push down through your left seat bone as you stretch up through the left hand. Sometimes the pose will make me smile. I'm not quite sure why. Just feels good, I guess. And then push off of your right hand and land in the left and do a big stretch. The main goal here is not to pull off your seat, then there's no stretch, but to push down through your seat and stretch over and out. Good. Both hands high to the sky, clearing energy, and then drop your hands back behind you. Push knuckles back. If that doesn't work yet, drop your hands, palm faces out onto the top side back of the pelvis. And then hands back around to your thighs. Good. Come on to hands and knees. I'm sitting on a warm blanket. I'll move that off to the side. Landing in a crawling position. Start to let your spine flow up and down. So first piece is to let the trunk drop down, face forward. You can have toes curled under or tops of the feet flat. And then rounding spine like a Halloween cat, push down and pull in, stretch. Inhale, the trunk drops, face forward, tail, seat bones high. And then round, pushing down and finding the back side of the spine. One more time, pull through, stretch, breathe. And exhale, round and push up. Come back to the center. A wag of the tail takes your gaze towards the right hip. And then gaze out towards the left and just do a nice shift side to side. Waking up, the side body. Good. And then back to center. Sit your seat back toward your feet. Resting yourself down towards the ground. One more breath. Silence is golden. Start to rise back into hands and toes catch the mat, important, and then shift into down dog. First one, keep the knees bent, walking in place, really nice. Feels. Juicing up, warming up the muscles. From here, bend your knees, walk forward, top of the mat. Body folds, again, treating myself kindly, this first one. Bent knees, drooping, hanging, spine down, arms down. A light turn of your chin to the right, left. And then round up, roll up, stand up, bringing your hands up and over your head. Push down, stretch up, and hands to your heart. Samastitihi, meaning a relaxed, powerful self. Sun salutes, honoring the light. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Internal scaffolding, so spine, spine, spine. Step back, plank. Learning how to hold yourself up. Knees down. Body down. Shoulders roll back, press down, stretch up, cobra. Pelvis, pubic bones stay on the ground. Back to earth. Press back, down dog. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Bend knees, walk forward. Body folds. Back up to the sky, rise and shine. Hands to your heart center. Good. Keep moving. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding in. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Step back, plank pose. Knees down, body down. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Back to earth. Press back, down dog. Feet step in about 5 inches. Then we get this really nice lift of the heels high and heels lower. Heels high, heels lower. And one more time, heels high and heels lower. Bend knees, walk forward, body folds, back up to the sky, hands over the head, hands to heart. One more time, inhale, flowing up, and exhale, flowing down. Half lift, step back. No pause here, you just come right down and meet the ground. Cobra, up face. So now up face incorporates a stronger need in the arms, thighs, float off the earth. Good. You can lower back down. Press back. Down dog. The strong core, the stable core needs to be there the whole practice. So here, right leg comes up and out of the spine, up and out of the arms. And foot down. And left leg up, back. Again, coming out of the spine, out of the pelvis. And then foot down, bend knees, walk in, or a light hop forward, fold down, back up to the sky, hands over the head, and hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Good. Settle the shoulders down. Sometimes just a light tap of the shoulders, a reminder. And then we'll come into our standing postures. So feel your feet on the ground, and then the structure and the stature, the spine up towards the sky, and then deep down into the ground. Left foot steps back. The front foot can be playful. It can move around to support. My head of the arm bone are forward, and the head of my hip points are forward. Stretch up, reach up. Stable breathing, watching your breath. Yoga is all about that. Good. And then hands to the hips. A deep dive forward off of the back foot. And then use your right foot to step you back to the top. Breath work, inhale, arms up. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Centering. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. Good. Hands on hips. Coming into second side. Left foot can move around. Stabilizing the pose. Head of the arm forward. Head of the hips forward in this pose. Arms up. Feel the feels. Each pose has a different personality, different character. Hands to the hips. Deep dive, right at the hip crease, fold. Feel the heat in left leg. Left leg carries you back to the top. Breath work, inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale. Good. And arms by your sides. So now we come into the standing postures, mostly in that name of the warrior, warrior for peace, building confidence in the spine, which orchestrates the arms, the legs, and the head. Step your left foot back, and instead of the hips squaring straight forward, the back hip is back, right? And it's guided back behind, but the head of the arm bones turn forward. Left hip still back, head of the arm bones forward, stretch up. Warrior one. Not held by the glutes, the glue, but the whole body equally supports the pose. Good. Hands to hips, back thigh, knee, toes open out towards the left, and the right foot walks in. Now my hip points are more towards the side than out towards the front. This will allow the arms to go out, and then soft gaze to the right hand. Let's be playful today. Let's turn the right palm up and reach up and back here just for a quick pause. Then we'll bring the forearm to the thigh and take the left arm over the head for a light pause. We'll come back into right palm up, reach up back, and we'll land in the thigh, left palm overhead. One more time, catch the breath here. I inhale like the waves in the ocean, and I exhale and land in the thigh. Come back to warrior two. Front leg is warm, you can feel it. Then straighten the front leg, take a breath, and then a glide, a slide, a reach, just like you're reaching across the counter. I'm reaching out towards the plant. Land in your shin. Let's go to right mid shin and stretch out of that right hand towards the sky. Utthita Trikonasana, a balancing pose, standing on a straight line. Feel your back body, feel the front body. If you want to add an extra piece here, P-E-A-C-E, bring the hand down towards armpit, shift the hand back, pull the elbow back, turn. Using your right hand, turn the face up. Hand back to the sky. Stand back into triangle. Hands to the hips. Right foot turns in, leaving you standing to the left edge of your mat. Feel your feet. Taking you out of your head, back down to your feet. You see how that works? And then arms go out. Close your eyes if comfortable and just feel like you're a radiant sunshine, a radiant starshine, radiant moonshine, all sending light outward, reflecting. Hands to the hips, shoulders float up, shoulders loop back. Everything is shifting back off of the spine. The head drops back. And then bring the whole body forward from the hip crease. Land in your fingertips. You can be up on yoga blocks or up on a firm cushion, bolster. Then fold in, elbows bend, fold in, elbows bend, and this is a hanging forward pose. I'll go right into your gut belly and relax, release there. Feel the energy in your legs, front, side, back. I like the first 5 breaths, more in stillness, just getting you into this pose. And then 5 breaths, actively moving in the pose. So today, I'm going to come back to my hands, and then I'll bend into right knee. So a light lunge to the right, my knee is straight forward, and then I'll push off and land over in the left knee, using the support of the spine. And if you can, just playfully exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Good. And then back to center. Strong feet, hands to the hips, and you'll slowly stand up. Allow some time for the blood flow to come back down into the lower body. Good. Right foot turns back to the top. Use your left foot to carry you forward. Good. The breath work here is the sigh sound. The more you practice with me, you'll really fall into liking this breath. Inhale, arms up. Sigh. Refreshing. Inhale, arms up. And sigh. Last time, inhale, arms up. And sigh. Got the string there. Good. And then second side, you're going to stay straight forward. I'm turning myself back because I like to stay facing you. So hopefully that's understood. The right foot steps back. Remember how we drop the right hip back? So I'm at an angle, but my rib cage, shoulders come forward. Still at an angle, but forward with the ribs and shoulders. Arms go up. Two more breaths. Good. Hands to the hips. Slowly open your right thigh. My hip points set off of the spine, come out towards the side. My arms float out towards back wall, front wall, top of the mat, back of the mat. Warrior two. Now we got playful here. Let's go with inhaling your arm up because it's the second time. We can just dive right into the breath and then exhale, 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 press. Inhale back up. Exhale back in. This is all practice. Even I like that it's called the practice. I just keep practicing. And come in. Let's go one more time. Stretch. And then we're landing just for a pause. Push. And then back into warrior two. Peaceful warriors. Good. Straighten the front leg. Feel the spine. And then slide across. I'm going towards the door here. And then I'll land in mid-shin. Shoulder opens up. Arm reaches up to the sky. The feels. I feel the feels of the practice. And then hand drops down towards the ribs. And I'll push off my left hand, left foot to look up. Hand back to the sky. Body back into standing stretch. Hands to the hips. And then a push off, a leaning in to get your right foot back to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. One sun salute. Happy that the sun is shining today. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold in. Feeling a little more flexible at this point. Really warming the body up. Half lift. Step back, lower. All the way down. Cobra or upward facing. Charged. Knees come down and body shifts back towards the heels. Now I've got knees quite a bit wider. I like that feel of chest resting in between the thighs, kind of nesting my hips a little further back and resting down into the ground. As I walk in now, the winter, there's just such a relationship with the trees. They kind of seem like the only thing left, right? All of the plant life and the leaves have disappeared. So you just really get that beautiful silhouette of each tree and its core power. The cedar wood, the pines, the oaks. You can just keep naming the trees. Good. So nice to feel grounded. Here we are. And then come back into down dog. Last one. Any movement that your body requests, just feel. You can take a right heel up and back again and just give a nice big stretch opening. Switching sides. One more breath. Bend the knees, walk or hop forward. Fold down and rise and shine back up. Hands overhead, push through, and hands to your heart, Samastitihi. And hands to your hips. Good, coming into standing on one foot. Now in this room, I have carpet and I have a yoga mat, so it's a bit of cushion, unlike a yoga studio that usually has a hardwood floor, sometimes concrete. So be kind to yourself. If you're on carpet and a yoga mat, there's already a bit of instability there. So 2 feet strong. Maybe I'll even turn my back to you for a second. 2 feet strong, feel. And then right knee out to the side. You can have tightrope walking arms. Hands on hips. Step foot in. Step foot up. Right away, I'm going to call you into the scaffolding, the spine. It's what's housing your balance. Pull your belly button slightly in and slightly up. Hands gather in front of the heart, establishing a stronger midline. And then arms reach up and out of that standing leg, just like a tree. I'm going pine. You can go mighty oak. You can bring it down into weeping willow. So the branches are reaching down to the ground. One more breath. I stand strong in all situations, and hands back down through heart, belly, hips. Knee back around to the front, and then give a push strong forward, and foot lands down. Good. Second side, 2 feet. Left knee out to the side. Both hip points forward. I didn't just do this. I didn't open out to the left. Foot steps in. Foot steps up. Hands gather at the heart center. And then taking your branches up towards the sky, staying grounded. A tree doesn't reach towards the sky and lose itself from the earth. It establishes. One more breath. Hands back down through, line of spine towards heart, belly, hips. Knee comes around to the front, stable, established, and push the heel forward. Head of the arm bone back. And then foot lands on the ground. Good. Smile. And this is a great time to take a drink of water if you need it, because we'll sit down and then we'll stay down on the ground. So coming back down to the earth. Comfortable seat, even if it's here for these few minutes. Support system. Again, back to the oil of cedar wood. Support, 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 support. So usually about 30 minutes in, we've started, we've moved, and then we have come to the flow, the sun salutes, and then we have come into the standing postures. And now we sit back down, quieting back down. Because of our practice, we're able to get in a little bit deeper at this point than maybe when we started. Catch on to the rhythm of your breath. Always breathing 24/7, but in the practice, we're really tuning into feeling the rhythm of breathing. I'll do a little journey through the body. I just noticed I was kind of holding a little tighter in the belly hip, so I was able just to soften back a little bit down from the heart. Maybe yours is in the fingers. Maybe it's up at the forehead. Jaws can get quite tense and tight. Silent sitting. 3 more breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. And then the eyes stay quite relaxed, but do open up, and then we'll steer our legs out forward. If sitting upright with a tall spine from the belly button down is hard, you can always take your blanket and slide it back underneath your seat. Let's start with Dandasana, which is a pose where you present your hands to the ground, and you'll feel once you meet the earth that the shoulders come up and out of. So good, like your spine aligns, so do the bones in your arms. Then take your hands up towards the sky, reach up, stretch up, and then fold in. Notice that my spine goes strong straight first, and then I start to bow in towards my legs. I've found over the years that if you're careful, you can even scoop into your yoga mat. You're not pulling the yoga mat forward, but you're using it from hands to elbows to pull your energy forward. If you've made it to your feet, same feel. You're pulling your elbows back towards the armpits to get the heart forward. Three more breaths if you haven't yet, which I haven't yet. Let the forehead tip into the pose. One more breath. Sit back up, stretch back up, reach back up, hands climb. And hands back towards the thighs. Good. And if you get there before me, massage your legs, just give some attention to. Step your right foot in. Watch the system of my back arm, stable. It kicks my heart up. Right arm pushes down as left arm goes up, and then come across and give yourself a nice rinse of the spine. Imagine that you're rinsing out a washcloth full of water. You can just feel that system rinse out and down into the earth. Two more breaths. Face can shift back, eyes can shift back a little further. And come back around to the front. Again, head of the arm bone forward and hand down. Good. Today, let's let the knee go off to the side and then pull your foot in and then hop your right hip back. So did you see that? So I'm opening more towards the right side. Okay? Take your left hand down, left shin. Bring your right hand towards your shoulder, front shoulder. pull the shoulder back using the left hand as a stabilizer, and then shift and lift up and out of your left hand. Notice that the left foot is flexed as well. Inner body bright. What a great reflection this pose is. If you want more, steer your bicep palm in and come up and over your head. That'll take every ounce of your breath away at first. We're in a good setup to come into landing in your right hand, lean into your right shin, and stretch up and back. Have a seat, back down. Smile, it's good stuff. Good. Second side, left foot steps in, left hand drops back, right arm up. Inhale, carry yourself over to the side and give yourself a big rinse twist. Feel. Notice if you're scrunching up your face. Soften face. Eyes for me are back to that left corner of the mat. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Back around to the front. Give a little push down, stretch up. Hand back down. Left knee off to the side. Pull your foot in. And then hop your left seat back more. So it's just really nicely adapting. Good. Right hand slides down your shin. Left hand taps. You see how that both hands are helping? Good. And then left arm up and back. My gaze up to the thumb. I think I said on the other side, inner body bright, full of lifted energy. Stay here. If you want to go a little further, turn, shift your bicep in, and reach up and over the head. Try to stay in your left seat. If I pull off my seat, I can get closer to my foot. But if I stay seated, really big opener through the back body. Good. Come back up. Perfect landing into left hand. Push off left shin, point the right toes, and stretch up and back. Have a seat. Good. Bring your hips forward and lay down on your back, knees together, feet wide, resting hands low. There's one nice thing to notice, and you don't even have to open your eyes and look, but if your chin is way up to the sky, what I want you to do is lift the whole head off the mat, elongate the back of the neck, and then rest the head back down. So again, we create space between our practice. So we sat silently, and then we just did some work with the legs. And now we rest again for a few breaths. Attention to the low back, meeting the earth. Then let the feet walk back to center and give a drawing in of the right knee towards the chest. Good. Again, really nice press down in the low back. Draw yourself up into the knee. And then I like it. I kick the left heel forward, giving strength from knee to heel. Pulling up and in. Step the foot back in. Give a nice push of the right leg up. Point flex. All the blood flow coming down out of the leg. Circles. Inside circles 3 times. Outside circles 3 times. right ankle foot towards left thigh. Push right thigh away from the belly. Make sure the setup is proper here. Really nice external rotation first. And then if you want more, scoop up through, pull left knee towards left shoulder. And a pretty deep, I would say intermediate, even to advanced on how you really get that knee out to the side. One more breath. And releasing yourself back to, you could say yourself, back down to the ground. Left knee comes in. Support yourself up into the knee. Flexed foot draws energy up into the knee hip. If I'm limp in my foot, sometimes we walk through every day like that, so exaggerate your connection. Push your right heel forward. It's just hovering right up and off the ground. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Footsteps back in. Shoulders back, head back, and then pump, push that left leg up. If you can't straighten your leg, instead of having the foot forward, pull your knee into your chest, and then the foot will be up high to the sky. Point flex, big circles to the inside. Adaptability. And then rotating the foot to the outside. So much to learn in this lifetime. Wisdom. Then the left foot comes across the thigh, and I'll do a nice big push away, and we're looking for alignment first. So stable here first, and then coming through and pulling right knee towards right shoulder. Both feet flexed. I'm pulling up and towards the shin. Always know that I do a lot of yoga, so I come in flexible. It's just who I am. So adapt your body to how you feel. And then foot down and foot down. Pause. I love a back bend at this time. I feel completely open and moved and warmed and stretched. So the feet walk in, not too close. I can reach down and find my outer ankle and my heel. Push down into your feet. Push down into your feet, hips float up. Don't let the legs fall out to the side. Be in charge. Thighs more together. And then I'll walk the arm bones underneath, and you'll see, well, maybe you can't see as you're in the pose, but feel that your hips go higher with the arms underneath. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And a nice release of energy back down. We've got 1 more. If you prefer not to, you just stay here and relax into your breathing. Push down into your feet, thighs high, hips high, arm bones underneath, interlace fingers, push energy forward. Again, if your chin's flying high, adjust for a longer back neck. One more breath. And then a release of heart down, kidneys down, pelvis down. Good. The toes, feet walk forward just enough to allow comfortable release of the knees out towards the right. Upper body can make its way to the left. Knees up and over to your left upper body, to the right. And then attention to the feet, knees to bring that energy back in. Good. Final destination. If you've got a little more time, you can stay in this space place for 5 or 10 minutes. I've known some yogis to just take a little nap here, stay for a little longer. So here I'll guide us for a little while, and I'll call us back in if you'd like. The heels, feet relaxed. The large muscles of the legs, quadricep, hamstring, relax. Shoulders soft back, eyes soft back. And here I tend to give the breath back to the breather. I kind of let go of being in charge of the breath. Five more breaths. Ease, peace, rest. And draw the legs back in. Push your hands over your head. Full body stretch. I feel. Step your feet back on the mat over to your right side. Then use your strength to sit you back up into a seated position. What I love about this practice is it carries you back into your body for a whole hour. And today it was all about front, side, back, spine in its stable self and how it tends to support the arms, the head, and the legs. Internal scaffolding. The oil today, cedar wood. Hands together at the heart center in honor of this practice. The light in me knows the light in you. Namaste.